Well, here we are. Second hunting trip of spring 2019. Spring turkey hunt 2019. And I'm at a wildlife management area. It's about an hour and a half away from the house. Last time I came here, the snow line was too low. Clearly that isn't the problem now. So I can already tell this area is huge, and finding turkeys is going to be challenging. Now I came into this area because I was looking online, and it was pretty obvious that the state had released a lot of wild turkeys here in the past, and there's a lot of bird watchers. There's like in a bird watching website, a lot of birders were citing turkey sightings here. So I know absolutely nothing about this area. I wanted to scout it beforehand, but the snow didn't let me. So I'm coming in blind. I've done my best I can do with some e-scouting with Onyx. And yeah, this is going to be challenging. The area is huge. I'm going in blind, never been here before. So, yeah, this is going to be a tough hunt. No doubt about it. Well, I don't know what I'm doing in this section of the wildlife management area. It's only in this section because I know there's some fields out that way. They look like farm fields. This is all public land, which surprises me. It strikes me odd to see cultivated land on a cultivated area on a public land in a wildlife management area, but that's what it looks like, at least on a map. Now, I don't remember where I heard it, but I heard somewhere in the hills behind here you can sometimes find some turkeys. And there goes some ducks. They heard me. He's like, fuck you, I'm out of here. Yeah, so at this point I think I'm just going to wait for daylight. That way I could see if there's any tracks around here. And then maybe I can glass those hills to see if there's any roostable trees or anything that looks like turkey habitat. And I'm debating whether or not I'll sit around for a couple hours to see anything comes into those fields. Other than that, I think I'm just gonna, after I'm done glassing those hills and checking around for tracks and scat, I think I might just head on to the next area within this general vicinity, which is quite large. Look at that. Found me a wing. So they were around here at one point. I'm able to think a predator got that one. The hunter would have carted off the whole bird. Well, I don't see much. I thought I heard a gobble, but I think it was just my imagination. Other than 100,000 deer in that field over there. They're all staring at me right now too, because I was just calling. I don't see much else. They were definitely here at one point. I'm glassing around. I don't see much roostable. Much in the way of roosts in that direction. These cottonwoods are undeniable. If they were around here, I think they would roost there. But this area is also really easy. And I think, well, the season's been on for about a week now, plus limited entry. If they were in here, they would have been easy pickings here, and I think they would have been educated really quick and maybe left. So I have a lot of ground to cover. I only have about a day and a half, barely 2 days to do it. So I think I'm just going to move on to my next area. It's further in, further away from the road. Found the other part of that turkey, or what's left of it. No hooks on it. It's probably a hen. Yeah, this thing's been dead a while. Seeing so there's no hooks on the legs, I'm gonna guess it was a hen, but I don't know. Legs over there, or the wings over there, tail feathers all over the place, and so here's the rest of the carcass. Well, this was a cute little camp. The hunt does not go well. So, I think I'm a little bit high in elevation. Been cruising the mountain roads up here, just looking to see if there's any turkey tracks on the roads. Anything like that. Interesting campfire setup. But haven't seen anything. The roads are kind of dry, but there are tracks on the road, so if there was any on there, they'd be easy to see. Just talked to a bear hunter who's loading up his dogs, and from what he heard, there's a lot of winter kill this year around this area. Seemed to have an exact number. He said he heard 27 birds died off from winter kill this year, and I'm guessing they were probably around where that area was where I was this morning. It just doesn't look good up here. So I'm thinking I might do is go back down, or go back on the back side of where I was this morning and poke around over there. But if I go back down there and check out these two areas, I don't see anything, I might leave and head back to my old stomping ground just for grins and giggles. And pretty sure that's not going to pan out, but it's worth a try because I know that area a lot better. It's starting to look like I'm going to have to go back to the southern portion of the state where the winter wasn't so bad. Because seriously, if 27 birds died off in this area, that might have been the bulk of the flock. Well, I've checked all over. Haven't seen any signs. Right now I'm walking into the canyon, the area behind that, what I'm going to call the game farm. Which is where I found that dead hen. Long dead hen, which I thought was predation, but after talking with that other hunter, I'm more inclined to think that was winter kill that some critter snacked on. 27 birds, if that guy's correct, man, that's a lot. That's a big die-off. So I'm just gonna walk into this canyon behind the game farm, see if there's anything there. If I don't see or hear anything, I'm out of here and I ain't coming back. have to say I'm really disappointed. I had really high hopes for this place. I think all of them online, those reports I had seen about wild turkeys. For one, I know they released a bunch of wild turkeys a few years ago in the past. And I think they let them loose right around here. Also, those birding websites that I saw that were reporting turkeys around here. I think I have an idea how birders work since my wife is in the bird watching. And they don't hike around. They kind of scoot around whatever they can see by their car. So I just pulled in right in here. And if I was a bird watcher, well, yeah, I see. If you look in those fields, you can see all kinds of stuff in the morning, mostly deer. What makes this place unique is that this is a farm setting, but it's on a wildlife management area. That's kind of unique. I saw some mention on the map that this was a game farm or game farm road or something like that. I don't know. And there was wild game on it this morning, man. I would call this a deer farm. Seriously, those deer are out in force in the morning. I could not believe how many deer are out there. They're out there like cattle. It's like one big cattle pen in there. Only it's deer. Now looking around, that dead hen I saw was out that way on the edge. I looked around. I did not see any tracks, any scat, nothing. Now, I've been all over the place. I went up in elevation, kind of road scouting, if you will, checking the roads, looking, because turkeys usually will cross the road somewhere. Everywhere I go, I've seen turkeys that they'll eventually leave tracks on a dirt road somewhere. But I didn't see anything anywhere. Now that doesn't necessarily mean they're not here somewhere. This area is huge. I think I could seriously scout for every day for the next week, and then maybe still not find them, assuming they're here somewhere. And I don't have that kind of time. So I don't think I'm going to come back. Besides that, when you think about it, I think I was the only turkey hunter in the area today. All the other hunters I've seen today were bear hunters. And I talked to one, he said, you know, as I already said, he said he heard that 27 birds died off this winter. And it probably came from around here. Now, if I'm the only turkey hunter, or assuming hunting pressure has been really low here, assuming they are here and hunting pressure has been low, they would have absolutely no need, except for it got really hot, they have absolutely no need to leave this area. They have everything they need right here. Why would they leave? Time is money. I'm going to stop throwing good money after bad and just look somewhere else, because I didn't hear not a cluck, not a yelp, not a putt, not a gobble, not a single track, not a single scat, nothing. So it's about almost 1:30 right now. I've been up since 3. I'm going to drive towards home and hit one of my old stomping grounds. Maybe I'll get lucky. With the fires and winter kill, it's not likely, but if there are turkeys in that area, I know where they'll be. So at least I'll have that going for me. Like it or not, it's starting to look more and more like I'm going to have to make a really long trip to the southern portion of the state, and I don't want to. But the central region where I live, as turkey hunting goes, it sucks. It's really hard. The birds around here, the ones that survive the winter, are really well educated. So I think I'm going to call the wife, let her know what's going on, and I'm going to change locations. Alright, well, I'm out of the last area and into one of my old stomping grounds, the one that burnt up last year. This should look familiar to my dear wife. In fact, I think we camped right here in this spot a couple years ago. I'm here for two reasons. One, morbid curiosity, and two, I have seen turkeys in burn areas before. I'm not going to spend much time here, and I'm probably not going to hike all the way in. I just want to see what's what. Well, I knew it was going to be bad. Well, now the canopy's gone. This is going to turn into a heaven for ungulates. Can't really spot my old turkey area. Somewhere that direction, over, down and around. Hard to tell. Maybe somewhere around that, might be around where that clump of trees is. One clump of trees. Right there. Still green. But yeah, I knew it was going to be bad in here because there was a lot of deadfall. There was like years of accumulation of deadfall, and I mean, whole ravines are full of the stuff, so I knew the fire was going to be most intense in here because those woods were thick. Not anymore. Well, I was hoping maybe I could spot some turkeys munching on this green grass and wildflowers, but there's absolutely no cover here at all. Except for maybe over there, but I doubt they're going to go this way. Sounds like there's still a creek running down there from mountain runoff. Well, I am not walking all the way back there just to look at some burnt trees. I got stuck in the winter. That rock, that munched branch, that other rock. Pretty sure that's where I got stuck. Yeah, that looks familiar. No wonder I got stuck. Look at that embankment right there. Yep, that's where I got stuck. No wonder. Add a snowbank to that, and I was screwed. Day 2 of this weekend outing. I'm trying a different area I scouted before. Gray light is in about 15 minutes. Starts at about 15 minutes. I have no idea if there's anything in here or not. I just came here in the morning and set up in the dark. So it should be interesting, if not comical, to see what this looks like when daylight hits. Oh shit. Well, I had someone literally pull their truck in on my setup. That was pretty funny. That's okay, I need an excuse to leave that area anyway because I wasn't hearing anything. It's a bad setup. So, road to this area is still closed. And I needed more time to check out this area anyway. Colder over here than I thought. Anyway, on we go. Second area, second day. So that guy that bumped me this morning, or walked in my setup, talked to him for a little while. He said he talked to some horsemen, and they heard a bunch of gobbling in this canyon, which doesn't surprise me. I was coming out here anyway. But it occurs to me that they're not in that canyon right now. If they flow down, they're not in there. More than likely, they flew from the roost to the nearest slope. Since this side gets the sun the earliest, I'm gonna guess they went over here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going up this slope. I'm gonna walk the ridgeline, glass, and call. And if there's anything over there, hopefully I'll get them, or hopefully I'll strike them up. But I'm pretty sure they're not in that canyon at this point. They're gonna be up top somewhere, since they fly in from the roost from up top and they fly out from it in roughly the same manner. So this is my best bet. Up the hill we go like a billy goat. I have to wonder if this is a good idea that didn't work. Taking glass all through here. Plenty of grasses and wildflowers for them to eat. But there's no cover at all. There was a fire here a couple of years ago. So I wonder if that would dissuade them from coming this direction. If they get here. If they get. No point in calling because if they're around, I can see them. Roosting down there. Now I know they come in, they like to fly in and out of the roost from up top, and so they go to the next hill and then they'll go on foot. So assuming they went out of the roost in this direction, they could be anywhere in here. They might walk over to that next hill and glass over there. Now the area I want to check out originally is a little bowl that looked like it's pretty good. Now there's a road down that way, and I think it's on the back side of that mountain over there. So if I continue the way I'm going, I got a pretty good walk ahead of me. At the least, I think I'm going to walk to that hill over there and glass around some more. After I get done glassing here. Feels like I'm deer hunting or something. Now there's a bunch of cottonwoods down in there, but I also noticed a bunch of campers typically in there. But yeah, there sure isn't a whole lot of cover up here. It's starting to get hot out here and there's no cover. Although I just glassed 4 deer right over on that little ridge down there. Still glassing around for some turkey, but they might be down in there, maybe, but yeah, I think I might come down off this ridge soon. I'm debating whether or not it's worth it to walk all the way around this ridge back and up to the next peak, or just try somewhere else. I don't think they'll be around here. There's no cover. No, I was just over there, on that peak over there. And I couldn't glass it from up top, but I think they'd be in something. Something more along the lines of like that. Which, that's what all this was, but it's all burnt up. Most of it. 90% of it. But yeah, it's starting to get warmer. So I'm wondering if these birds are going to move up soon or not. Assuming there's any around here. There has been in the past. Well, I've glassed here for a little while now. There's a bedded deer over that way. There's that herd of deer, 4 deer that was that way. It's some more deer across the brush line right over there. But I don't see any turkeys. It is getting warm. I wonder if they've gone up. I mean, it was pretty cold in these valleys this morning. But, I wonder if they've gone up. Or maybe they're on over there. Hopefully the road is open. I'm thinking about reversing direction so I can get myself rimrocked or some silly shenanigans going down that way. So I'll probably just go back the way I came. And, maybe take me a little drive. See if I can glass some other areas from the road. Man. I think turkey are harder to hunt here than deer. No fooling. I've seen a lot of deer though. Thought I mentioned my whole rationale for climbing up here to glass. One, I could cover more ground quicker. Assuming that if you can see those cottonwoods down in the canyon right there, what I think they do, if they were here, is they fly in from above, fly down into the cottonwoods to roost, and when they fly out of the roost, fly out of the cottonwoods and back on the slope of the hill. Of course, maybe they went that way, in which case I ain't going over there. Only because then I have to cross the river. Yeah, the whole premise is if they're roosting in this canyon still, that they'd fly up and work their way up and peck and feed and do whatever it is they do during a drain. And I think they would be, if it wasn't for the fact that all this brush was burnt up and still hasn't recovered from a fire. A lot of greenery and wildflowers and stuff too, but they gotta be here. So I thought I heard it from up there. I thought I heard a gobble somewhere in this vicinity. I think it came out of there. Crossed the river, through the gate, down in the valley, only to get walked on by Mr. Bear Dogs. So this is my second setup of the day. And I was walked in on again. This time with a bear hunter with a pack of 5 or 6 dogs, and they were just barking up a storm up the canyon right after I called. I don't think he saw me. He just did he bopping down the trail and didn't even look. So I don't think he saw me either. He's oblivious to what I think is not that good of a concealed position. Or I'm really well concealed. Either way, I'm a little tired of getting walked in on. I think I'm done. At least for the local, I think I've exhausted all the local areas I know of. Now the only places I know of to hunt turkeys are further south. Like more than a half an hour drive. At least an hour and a half to 3, possibly longer. Burning up a lot of gas just for a 20 some odd pound bird. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just done for right now. I don't know what else to say.